Hello! Today we're going to read one of my kids' favorite books. And so I just hope you enjoy. My wife Sandra is going to read it to you, and you can follow along on your screen. So I hope you enjoy The Full Moon.
Full Moon Rising. Written and illustrated by Christy and Ted Lively Blue Hardy. What do you have that God hasn't given you? And if everything you have is from God, why do you boast as though it were not a gift? 1 Corinthians 4:7. Dear God, I heard a cosmic story and wondered if it's true. The moon was stealing glory, and this is what he'd do. He bragged each night that his great might could make the darkness flee. And like a kite, he scaled the heights and said, "Hey, look at me." The pompous moon would only croon the songs that praised his name. He hoped that soon the cosmic tunes would bring him greater fame. It's really strange, but he could change his shape throughout the year. His face would change, then rearrange, and sometimes disappear. He loved the thought that astronauts had danced across his face, and cosmonauts and monkey knots would visit him in space. He bragged that he could cause the sea to rise and swell each day. Then all could see how mightily he pulled the waves away. He'd boast away and love to say, "I am the greatest light." Until one day a piercing ray showed him a shocking sight. He saw his pride and then he cried for all that he had done, for he had lied when he denied his light came from the sun. So now each night a new delight is what he loves the most, reflecting light with all his might. The sun is now his boast. So God, I pray for grace each day to find the joy that's true in all my days and all my ways in making much of you. He made the stars also. Genesis 1:16.
Hey, boys and girls. This was one of my kids' favorite stories growing up. It's called The Full Moon. And it's really interesting. It's a really neat story about how everything that we do, everything that we have, anything that we can do is a gift to us from God. And so when we boast, when we brag, we really should brag that God gave it to us. So, everything that we have is a gift from God. So doctors, they have their gifts from God. Our parents, the things that they do really well, it's a gift from God. And you know what? Sometimes even the bad things that happen in life, if we look at it the right way, it can be a gift from God too. So like this COVID-19, maybe you get to spend more time with your family. Maybe you get to spend some more time doing something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you can learn something new. Maybe you can get a new talent. That's all stuff that could come out of this, right? We could be better for it in the end because we actually have time to do these things. So like my kids are learning how to play the guitar and the ukulele during this time, where usually they don't have time to do that because they're at school all day. And that's just one positive thing that we can do. We also have more time to read. We have more time to play together. And so these are all gifts from God that if we choose to look at them that way. And just like the full moon, if we think that we're doing this stuff on our own, we're fooling ourselves. Because anything that we do that's good is a gift from God. And so the moon, he might control the waves and the tides and give us light at nighttime, but that's only because it reflects the light of the sun. If the sun wasn't there, he wouldn't reflect that light. And that's what that's saying. And so when we boast, when we brag, when we talk about the things we can do, we need to remember to recognize that we do those things because God gave us the ability to do them. Because he loves us so, so much. And I wish I could see all your faces right now, but you know what? This is what we have. Media, the internet, that's a gift. That's a gift that God gave us that we can use to do these wonderful things. And so I hope you're all staying very positive. I hope that you're doing okay during this. And remember, God has gifts for you, and you can develop those and use those anytime you want during this time. So I hope you have a good week. Also, if you like this book and you would like it for your own library, you can get it from Amazon.ca, or I'm sure you can order it through Indigo Books. And so I just want to encourage you to pick this book up. It's a wonderful book to read, and it has a wonderful message. Thank you.